You know what? If you going to be the real person out of all this time, we think you can be catfish when the catfish actually is the real person who's the pictures we actually seeing. What the point is all this running around coming for? I hate when you the catfish actually the person and we going through all of this. We going through all this if you actually the real person. It'd be better if you're not the real person because it'd be the surprise and reveal. But we going through this for what? Check it. Hey, what's up? My name is Mizzle. You're watching my channel, Mizzle 14, and I'm here doing a review of MTV CATFISH, Season 8, Episode 68, Charles and Nikki. Yo, this not going to be a long review, and I'm not trying to make this long. This might be one of my shortest review ever, but let's get through it. Zach trying to hammer in on Charles to write in the show because Zach feel like Charles is all over his head, and this catfish, this person he talking to is a catfish. So he begged them to write the show, and Charles wrote the show. So Charles wrote the show. He said he need help, everything. He met this girl at IMVU. That's a virtual reality kind of thing. You create an avatar, that you talk with each other, you interact as a social experiment. It's like a social Sims thing. And that was what it was. And she got enamored by his voice. So they started talking to each other. After 2 weeks, they started changing pitch and sending messages. Changing pitch is texting each other. And he had his Instagram account. He had her Instagram account. But I think after a while, he felt like she deleted the account. So his messages disappeared after a while. And it wasn't much to go on. And then what? He never seen her. They video chat, but the 2 times the video chatted is that the first time was black screen. I said, okay, typical. And the next time is towards the ceiling fan. I said, damn. Ain't no sister video chat. He's not gonna show you the face. Just do the voice chat then, right? So his friend Zach think that catfish is a guy because the voice is kind of raspy. I said, come on, Zach. There are different levels of voices to the females. Not every female goes, some is raspy, some is deeper, some is like that, but doesn't mean that they're a man. But it is what it is. So that's that. She supposed to live. He lives in Illinois, and she's living Florida. The age gap is different because I think he's in his 20s and she's like 30 something, 34. I think 33, 34, and he's something around his 20s. So it is a distance, and then also the location distance. So I was like, okay. I mean, he don't mind going to an older woman, but at the same time, the different walks of life. Okay. So he considered her as a girlfriend because she always been there for him. The whole yada yada yada. He's down, she's there. He's up, he's there. Everything is there. They're there. They're just texting and talking, all that stuff like that. It was one time they were supposed to go to Miami. They went to Miami because you know what? Let's go to Miami. So he told her that he was coming, and she was so excited. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see you. Wait to see you. Wait to see you. Now his friend and his girlfriend went somewhere to go vacation, walking around and traveling around. 2 hours later, he was still in the same spot that he left them. They left him in. Waiting for this lady, and she stood him up. I said, "Child." I said, "I don't know why you get stuck. Are you in Florida? You better freaking Miami. You better find some other chick around there. Worry about this chick. Hell to no." Sure, you was in Miami, Florida. You could have found somebody over down there to entertain you while she stood you up. You wouldn't have to go through this catfish video or this episode. Find someone that was down there. But it is what it is. She stood him up. She texted him after a later saying she had family emergency. I said, "Cause you could have just texted him that to say you had family emergency." But what's up with that? So it was one time he needed the money. I guess he had to pay some rent. Like he was short with some rent. I said, "What the hell are you living at? That you short with rent?" Okay, whatever. He was short in rent. She sent him $150. I said, "Okay, that's cute." Because I was like, "That's kind of weird. How a catfish sending you money?" But it is what it is. Catfish sent her money, $150, and he said he was gonna pay her back. And when he was attempted to pay her back, she changed her name because the name was there, Nikki Lee. And then the picture was her face. Then after a while, when he was supposed to take the money back, you changed the profile picture to a lion, and then changed the name to Nick. I said, oh, child, Ryan, Nick, what the hell's going on? So that's kind of fishy. So now I'm thinking, did he gave the money back to her, or he gave it back to some random person? That's not what it was. That was a number that's not matched up to here. So that was that. And in the IMVU, she go by the name of Cookie, and they chatted in two groups. It was like a baller, 7 baller group, and the other one was like a pool party group, 18 older. So they said, all right, we're going to help you and we're going to investigate. So they all investigating. And the first picture they posted up there, it was a match. It came on a hit that was in 2016, and this person was in Tampa, Florida. But the same picture, the same lady, the same look like the same girl. So they checked the number, and the number came to a Clearwater, Florida. I said, okay, so all is around Florida area. So it seemed like this person is living in Florida somewhere. All right. So they checked the Cash App, and it came up to a Nick Thompson, not the Nikki Lee, that the name that she gave him. So they would say, you know what, let's try to get her, if she's in the IMVU, let's try to find her there and talk to her. So they created an account, and Kamie created one, and her name is Keeve. And they was in the pool party. They joined the first club, the first group, and it was the pool party. And they sat there, and they were trying to figure out who was Cookie. Somebody in the thing said they didn't know Cookie. So after a while, Keeve started twerking. Booty, 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 boom, boom, boom. Who want that ass like this? Who want the ass like booty, 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 booty? And she was just twerking. I said, why you started twerking? And they couldn't get her to stop. I said that she just went on twerking on her own. So somebody named Victor next to her was looking at her, sitting there with his Speedos on. I said, oh, you better get out of here before you start talking to Victor. So they got out of there. So they went to another room called 7 Ballers. But when they got to the other room, it was like a strip club little thing. Somebody messaged them named Evan. Evan said, you looking for Cookie? He said, yeah, I know Cookie. Which one you with? What version of Cookie are you talking to? And so I said, damn, how many cookies she had? All right. So Evan checks back and say, listen, she's a player. She been talking to different people on this thing, and she not to be trusted. She tell you one thing and move on to the next person. I said, okay. So you got an Instagram. He said, okay, let me find it. Gave her an Instagram called Nikki_Lee X. So they got there. They checked the Instagram. It was a private account with Nikki Lee, and it was a picture, kind of a little different, but somewhat similar. So I was like, is this the profile? Then they got. So they messaged. They talked to Charles, got him off the speed. Charles was not a bad looking dude. It's just like, okay, Charles, like, what the hell was doing this? Are you desperate? And he did tell him, like, listen, if it's a guy, he would be disappointed. But if it's a girl, I don't care if any girl, it just be a girl, and I'll be all right with it. I said, so that's the case, and it could be anyone. As long as it's a female, you be fine. I said, whatever. So I could tell that he was not going to he ain't gonna be really upset with it at the end. As long as it's that girl, or at least a girl, he been all right with anything that she said. Like, so they talked to Charles, and he said everything. He seemed someone a little happy about something that was kind of like matching up with what he was getting told. But other than that, it was still some things that was kind of fishy. All right. So they put him up to speed. They said, this is Instagram. Do you know this Instagram? She said no. And it's not the Instagram that she had texted him or messaged him with. So he didn't know that. And yeah, they told him everything. And he said, wow, she's playing. That's crazy. That's great. So it's like, you know what? At this point, we get to find out who we talked to. So we got to call her. So they call her, got her voice message. He said that's a voicemail because they said this message, this person you subscribe or talking to is not, it's not a valid subscribe, but something yada 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 basically. And they said that's kind of weird voice message. And then she texts back. She said, "Who was this?" Sunise said, "This is Neve for Catfish. What's up?" And she said, "Who was this about?" So I was like, girl. So he was like, that's kind of weird. They asked, who is this about? I said, yeah, maybe. Yeah, she may be talking to different people. So I don't know who this person is. So they said, we talked to Charles. All right. And after a while, she was like, oh, why he went to you? He knows the reason why I didn't want to meet up with him. Okay. So they said, Charles, what are you hiding? Let us know. Charles said, I don't know what you talking about. I ain't hollering nothing. So she said, listen, if he want to see me, then let's so be it. Let's see. I'm in Tampa. So they make a trip to Tampa. They say, all right, that day they make there, she said she can't do that day. She go the next day. They said next day it goes. He messages her sweet little nothing messages and everything. She wasn't responding back. So he came to their room, neither Kamie, and he messaged her again. She didn't respond back. After a few while, she messaged back. She said, oh, hey, love, I'm nervous to meet you and everything. Because he said, I'm nervous to meet you and I can't wait to see you also. Yada, yada, yada. She sent the location. They went to the house. They went on back, and Neve was all here looking at everything. I said, Neve, you better start ringing bells or something. What you all doing all this for? So they went to the back. Guy was up back there, and I was like, "Ooh, who's that?" He said, "Listen, I don't got nothing to do with this." He went in the house. So that was the girlfriend. The guy. He went in the house. She said that was his friend, her friend. She came out. It was actually a real person. And the thumbnail will be charged. I don't really got time for it. So that's what it is. So came up. Basically, she said she got trust issues. She said she got been hurt in the past, one relationship. She got trust issues. So that's why she wasn't really trying to meet up with him and everything. She had it's build up with trusting. And she said that something she didn't really tell him is that she said she's nervous, she's shy and everything. But she said the real thing she didn't really tell him that she got 2 boys, 2 children. And he said, I don't care, I got children. I said, You better say that. You better say that. You do care somewhere. So long story short, she's got trust issues. She can't really deal like she's nervous. She's suicidal and everything at the same time and trying to know the children. We gotta build up. We gotta take it slow. He said, okay, it's fine. And they sitting there talking, and she's so giggly and all that stuff. And basically, that's what it was. I said, I like her. He's the one getting catfish, but she's the one that turned around and make it seem like all sorry for her. That's crazy. So that's what it was. So we understand. She said, why the lie? Why is that? She said she won't talk to any other people. And that's it. She deleted her Instagram. She's not really into that social stuff. So that's it. It's very hard. And everything. I said you got trust issues, but you were lying. Like you could at least tell him that you had children and let him make the decision. Like we doing all this dance around. She never been in Tampa. She never been in Florida. No. She said she never been in Tampa. No, she never lived in Miami. She never been in Miami. So that's what she said. And I was like, okay, so you got him only come to Miami and you never been in Miami. You could at least told him that. But okay, whatever. I mean, that's it. 2 months later, he stayed later on to chill with her and see how this goes. They left 2 months later. They said they haven't really talking to each other like that. She got distance, the age gap, the distance, and she had a boyfriend and she moved on in his life, her life. He had met someone. He met her personally, moved on in his life, and that's it. That's it. This episode was named on that. It was boring. So. Hey, hope y'all enjoyed this episode. How you took the review. Tell me how you feel about this episode. Please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Tell you how you feel. And I'll talk to you later. Peace.